you ever wondered why it's so hard to stay consistent even with the things that you really, really want? If you've been saying to yourself, I just need more motivation, girl, no you don't. Motivation is flaky, okay? She only shows up when she wants to. She's like that friend that hypes you up and gets you so excited and makes all these plans with you and makes all these promises, and when it's time to actually show up, she's nowhere around. And you end up getting ghosted for weeks at a time. You relying on something that is so inconsistent, unpredictable, because you never know when it's actually gonna be there. You can't rely on that, and that's exactly why you've been starting over, and I know this because that used to be me. Welcome back to this week's episode of The Girl Check-In. Yes, I know, I have pumpkins on my glass. I'm about to start decorating for fall, so I'm just really shifting into that fall mode. I just found this glass at Pottery Barn, and yes, it is pumpkin coffee inside. We're slowly going into pumpkin season, and my next video is a decorate with me, so I'm getting into the mood early, and I'm obsessed with this glass, so. But new episodes drop every single Sunday, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any future episodes. And in today's Girl Check-In, we're gonna talk about exactly how you can stay consistent when you have zero motivation. And I'm talking like negative motivation, like those mornings that you wake up whenever your alarm goes off and you just wanna chuck it across the room because the last thing you wanna do is get out of your warm, cozy bed. By the end of this video, you're going to have a mindset and a system that is gonna keep you on track even whenever you feel like giving up. Because let's face it, the journey to our highest and best selves and the goals that we want out of life, it's not pretty sometimes. It's not. And there are moments where you want to just throw your hands up and go live a normal life, but it's not you. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what to do in those moments. So let's take a sip of our coffee and let's get into it. So good. I want you to really think about this for a second. Your dream life is just waiting on you to get consistent. And once you can figure out how to get consistent, which this video is going to help you with, it's game over. It's game over. There is nothing that you can't do. And I can speak so passionately about this, and I know this for a fact because this used to be my biggest struggle. I've read probably over 100 self-help books between Tony Robbins, James Clear, Mel Robbins, Eckhart Tolle, like you name it. All of the greats, and they all say the same thing, that your future comes down to what you do every single day. And even after knowing all of that, I was still falling off. I knew what to do, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. And that's when I realized that it's not about motivation at all. It's about your identity, momentum, and tiny proof, and you take those three things and you stack them every single day. And once I realized this, it literally changed everything for me. I would get myself so prepped and hyped on a Sunday night. I would be ready with my meals. All my meals would be meal prepped, laundry done. I'd have my to-do list filled out and just a really good idea of what I was gonna do that week. Granted, I could be a little over ambitious sometimes, but I would be so ready and just knew like, okay, this week I'm gonna tackle full force. I'm gonna be that girl. But by Wednesday, I was literally face down on the couch just thinking like, oh, well, maybe next week. It was like Groundhog Day. Start, quit, repeat. Start, quit, repeat every single week, and it's an exhausting cycle to be in. And after doing this so many times, you start to really lose that self-trust that you have within you. And I was starting to think, oh, well, maybe I'm just not disciplined enough. Maybe I'm just not good enough. But the reality was that I was building my life based on motivation and not my identity. And this is what I want to share with you today. I will say that every time that I guess restarted, I learned something new from the time that I had failed, that I had fallen off. And I made those tweaks every single time, but these are the 3 shifts that really, really help me whenever motivation completely bails. You just cannot rely on it. You cannot. If you build your life around motivation, you are never going to have the consistency that you need to reach the dream life that you want. First thing you're gonna do is you are going to shrink the goal until it is literally stupid easy. It is so easy and so doable. There is not an excuse in the world that can keep you from doing this thing. If the thought of an hour-long workout makes you want to go fake your own death, then just do 5 minutes. Walk around the block. Go stretch for just a few minutes. It doesn't even have to be a guided stretch, just like you're waking up out of bed. Do like a good morning stretch, just something to move your body. Make it so easy. Your brain cannot argue with it, because consistency doesn't come down to the size of the action that you take. It comes down to proving to yourself that you're going to show up when you say you're going to show up. You prove to yourself that you don't break the promises that you make to yourself. And as you do that more and more, you will take that consistent, bigger action that will lead to those bigger goals. Second thing you're going to do is you are going to stop relying on motivation. Instead, you are going to focus on building your identity. When you say something like, I'm trying to work out more, your brain is going to take that as this is optional. She isn't someone that works out. She's just trying to be someone that works out. So this isn't something that we have to do. But instead, when you say that I am the kind of person that moves her body every single day, your brain is going to process that as this is who you are. It's kind of like brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation. You just go do it. You go do it because you are a clean person. You identify yourself as a clean person, therefore you take care of your teeth. You take care of your hygiene. You identify yourself as a clean person, therefore you do the things a clean person would do. You go shower, I hope. You take your bath, you wash your hair, you shave, you do your tanner, you do whatever you have to do to make yourself clean and smell really good because you identify yourself as that. And it's the same thing as working out, as becoming a content creator. You have to go do the things that they would do and identify as that version of yourself and create that proof for yourself. That is going to keep you consistent because it's going to reinforce that trust you have within you to do what you say you're going to do. And therefore, you're just going to start identifying yourself as being this. You also want to build momentum and not streaks. Listen, you don't ruin everything just because you miss a day. That's almost like popping a tire and saying, oh, well, you may as well slash the other 3 while we're at it. Like, no. One off day is not failure, okay? It's not. You don't need to worry about streaks because sometimes life happens. You're gonna miss your occasional workout. You're going to miss things here and there, and that is okay. But what isn't okay is sitting in that and being like, oh, well, I ruined my streak. I ruined all my progress. Like, girl, no, you didn't. Consistency is built by how quickly you can get back up. The next rep, the next morning, whatever it is. And that is how momentum builds. So if you take nothing else from this video, take this. Motivation is optional. Identity is permanent. And the moment that you choose identity, your life is going to compound. So here is your girl check-in challenge for the week. Pick just one area that you feel you've been falling off, and I want you to shrink it down to the tiniest version that you possibly can, and then commit to this tiny version all week long, no matter how motivated that you feel. Show up and do this every single day. I want you to comment down below what this tiny action is going to be for you, and that way we can hold each other accountable and make sure we're actually pushing ourselves. Because your future self doesn't need another little perfect plan or perfect routine. She just needs proof. Proof that you are the kind of girl who shows up for herself. Because consistency is not built on motivation. It's not built on the big moments that everybody sees. It's built on moments. And this one right here is yours to take. And the more small moments that you make that right decision, you identify with that version of yourself that you're becoming, they're going to compound into these massive, massive results. And you're going to look back and be so shocked on how far that you've come and how quickly you've done it. You are not alone. I'm right here with you. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it gave you a little push for the week ahead. Make sure you comment below what your tiny habit is going to be this week that you're going to use to prove to yourself that you are the version of yourself you say that you are and that you are identifying yourself as, because I know that you can do it. Some days are going to be hard, and that is just part of the journey, but you have to value what it is you're working for and value yourself more than whatever circumstances are holding you back, because I know you can do it, and whatever it is you want in life, it can be yours. It is yours. There's a version of you out there that has that, and that's why you're drawn towards whatever goal this is. So keep pushing, keep going. I hope you have an amazing week, And I cannot wait to see you in the next girl check-in or the next video, which is the fall decorate with me, if you're excited for the fall season. I know that I am. But thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.